Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Divya Madan, and in this video we are going to dive into a very fascinating world of neuroscience with a review of book Brain Rules by John Medina. So this book, if you are curious about how your brain works, or if you are eager to learn about how you can improve your cognitive abilities, how can you improve your attention span, how can you stay more active and more witty all the time, then this book is a good read, and stick around this video to know the review of this book. Brain Review is not a typical neuroscience book. I know the topic of neuroscience is very complex, the concepts around it are very complex, but this book is written in a very engaging and very entertaining way, and the author here, John Medina, has a unique writing styles that explains these concepts, and this book is not only comprehensive and very entertaining to the reader as well. Best part about this book is that this book, Brain Rules, doesn't just stop at explaining the concepts, but it also gives some practical advice by sharing some personal anecdotes on how we can apply these concepts to our benefit and how can we improve the cognitive function. It also gives out some practical tips that you can apply in your daily life. John Medina in this book highlights 12 principles, and by using these 12 principles, he tells out how our brain functions, how we can exploit it for our benefit. The first principle is that exercise boosts brain power. Exercise boosts brain power, right? We all know how physical activity is good for our body, but John Medina tells that does not just boost your muscle, helps in gaining your muscle, but also is important for your brain health because of the neurotransmitters that are released, function in a way that it improves your overall cognitive abilities like concentration, attention, memory. And by physical exercise, I don't mean breaking sweat every day, going for a vigorous routine, but something as simple as going from a brisk walk daily can hugely impact your cognitive abilities and even increase your creativity. Author has also explored various types of intensities of the exercise and also has highlighted their specific effects on the activity of the brain. The second principle, the author tells us that our human brain has evolved over the time. He has explained how the brains developed over the time, and understanding this evolution can also help us to appreciate how certain cognitive functions are prominent and how our brains are adapted to specific environmental challenges. Also provides insight into the types of environment in which your brain can function well. Every brain is wired differently, right? No two people are similar, and every brain is wired differently. Here in this principle, the author explains the concepts of neurodiversity and how each person has to tailor their learning graph or learning style, and need to understand that no two individuals can grasp things equally, right? Two individuals have different ability to grasp things. The author advocates for approaches that can accommodate these diverse learning styles. Don't pay attention to the boring things. The principle of attention here highlights that our brain is naturally inclined towards all the stimuli that seem to be interesting or either relevant, right? So Medina here discusses the importance of making the information that you are going to deliver as very engaging, meaningful, and trusting, and that only can help you to sustain the attention. The moment it turns boring, you're going to skip it, like maybe some YouTube video, maybe this video if you're finding this boring, right? So to make something stick to your mind, you have to make that thing interesting, because our brain don't pay attention to the boring things. I'm going to club the next two principles. The next two principles are repeat to remember and remember to repeat, right? Repeat to remember. It explains the concept of spaced repetition, that taking chunks of information, repeating chunks of information over a longer period of time can even enhance your memory and make it stick for a longer duration. And the next concept is remember to repeat. Remember to repeat tells us the study technique of active recall, whereby actively recalling some stuff, you're making stronger connections in the brain. The next principle is for all the sleep enthusiasts: sleep well to think well. Right here, the author provides a very in-depth exploration of the sleep cycle and how not just sleep quantity but also quality is important for memory consolidation. Right, a good night's sleep will help you to remember more of the information that you have accumulated throughout your day. So never ever compromise on your sleep. And if any of you has underestimated the power of a good night's sleep, then this book definitely gives you an itch to reconsider your thought. Stressed brain don't learn the same way. In this book, author clearly mentions, and this is all evidence-based, how chronic stress can actually diminish your cognitive function, what all detrimental effects it can have you on your brain. So, and also the author advocates on practices like meditation, relaxing your brain, simple acts in your daily routine that can help you to relieve that stress and improve your brain power. Stimulate more senses. In this concept, in this principle, the author tells us that more senses that you involve in learning, the better it is to stay with you, right? So if you are attending a class, watching the teacher, listening to the teacher, and simultaneously writing, that means you are involving a lot of senses, can help you retain more. So involving visual, auditory, maybe sensory stimuli can definitely help you remember that information more. Vision trumps all senses. Vision trumps all senses. In the previous principle, we learned that involving multi-sensory approach, involving multiple senses, can help you learn better things, right? And in this principle, it tells that out of all the senses, it's the vision that trumps all, right? So involving visual stimuli in your learning practice can help you retain that information even better. Male and female brains are different. I know this is going to be very controversial, and the author also addresses that this is a very controversial topic, and he is giving a very unbiased opinion. He's just throwing out facts how male brain and female brain are different, and that is found through some evidence-based studies, prospective studies, right? And considering into the differences, the learning pattern should also be tailored. Lastly, the final principle just tells you a holistic and multisensory approach, and also tells the benefits of curiosity, novelty, and the diverse experiences in stimulating the brain power. The more you travel, the more you experience. All these things can help you in improving the cognitive function, boost your brain power. That's it for today's video. If you have read this book, do share your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you like this video, you can hit the notification bell to stay in loop, because I'm planning to throw some more reviews that can help you. That's it. Till then, happy reading.